just a big, fat panda.
I'm not a big fat panda. I'm the big fat panda. Skadoosh.
Whoa! I know what to expect now. I saw it last month. Welcome to episode 2 of the Big Fat Panda Show. Let me just touch for 1 second on show number 1. The comments, the thumbs up, the response that I got from you guys made me feel incredible. I mean, listen, you put yourself out there, I'm in front of a video camera in my living room, and I don't know how you guys are going to react to this. And I was just really thrilled with the responses. I thank you from the bottom of my heart, and I hope you continue to be interested and enjoy this show. So you've come into my living room and said, John, how has your month been? And here we are. Are you Disney Infinity'd out? I think they did more marketing on Disney Infinity than they did on the Lone Ranger and John Carter combined. So unless you've been living under a rock, you understand the whole toys coming to life in the video game thing. So I don't want to talk about that because I assume you already know what Disney Infinity is. What I do want to touch on is something you may not know. Toys R Us has an exclusive figure. It's called a Crystal Lightning McQueen. They also have exclusive power discs, but there was a mistake. The power discs are sometimes like Vinylmation. You don't know what you're going to get in the box. So you could buy 3 and 4 packs hoping to get more of the exclusive ones that Toys R Us makes. Right now, there's only one exclusive one available. So you can buy 3 packs and you'll always get the same exclusive one. So if you want the exclusive Toys R Us Power Disc, buy 1 pack, wait till the others are available. I was so excited to buy this game and I'm loving playing it. I got it on the Wii U. If you buy it for the Wii, know that the co-op mode where 2 players play side by side is not available. Now, a lot of people complain because the game is quite expensive. It comes with 3 figures and I did good. I really didn't buy too many. I really wanted to be moderate and only buy like a few figures that I like. And just like very few of those power discs. I really didn't want to get into the whole collecting thing. And I didn't get into all those octagonal storage things where you keep the characters. I really held back and I bought everything. But speaking about Disney toys, there's a new toy that came out that you're probably not even aware of. It has to do with the whole limited time magic. I mean, you know what? It's better off for me to just show you the commercial.
Mary Poppins.
She's sassy. She's magical.
She's dead?
No, that's just limited time magic Nanny.
You never know when the magic's up.
How do you mean that the toy stops? Nanny, did you know this? Hey, where did my ice cream go?
You gotta be quicker than that around limited time magic Nanny.
Nanny, it's tea time. Do you want some tea?
Wow, looks like Nanny brought some long-lost friends, I see.
Better get those hugs in now. They won't be around for long.
Please don't go, darlings. I don't really like her.
Limited time Magic Nanny requires 6 AA batteries not included. The Walt Disney Company and its subsidiaries require 24-hour day access to your residency to ensure limited time magic occurs on our schedule. Do not taunt or tease limited time Magic Nanny. Should limited time Magic Nanny appear agitated, discontinue play for at least 1 hour before resuming use.
All right, you have to give me your feedback on that because I have to know how that went over so I know if I should do more crazy things like that. And to very quickly just go back to Disney Infinity, I asked my Facebook friends what they thought about Disney Infinity and what they would like to see in the future. And here's what you had to say. Jacob Buxton said he wished he had it. Kathleen Kelly, who we'll hear more about later on in the show, she's a registered nurse and she does a lot for autism. She says, I'm seriously considering this for my son with autism, even though he prefers handheld games. But we have Wii, and I've been hearing that the game is much better, faster on other game systems. James Galliford says he'll probably get it around Christmas. And Sean Livingston from Livingstone Productions, awesome name, says, I got it last Monday and it's fun. I highly recommend it for all hardcore Disney fans and gamers. I'd love to see some Marvel characters in this game. I know from a pretty good source they're coming. And now I want to lower the lights a little bit and turn the theme of this show to Disney at night. Nighttime in the parks is always different from the day. I think I remember Walt saying something like that. Crazy people would say they could almost feel Walt's spirit walking around the parks at night. So a lot of the videos this month on BigFatPanda.com have been Disney at night. Whether it be the Magic Kingdom, Main Street Electrical Parade, Wishes will be coming, Celebrate the Magic Projection Show is coming, but also things from Downtown Disney. I don't want the show to take up too much time with videos that you can watch separate from the show, but I've got to give you this little taste of the Main Street Electrical Parade in Pandavision multi-angle. Filmed it from the train station and then on Main Street, and I was just in love with the video when it was done. What I wish I could give you from the video is that feeling where everybody is together, like at the Magic Kingdom when you're sitting on the curb. It just feels like this group mentality where everyone is anticipating the same thing, and there literally is magic in the air. I know some of you know what I'm talking about. And even outside the parks, like at Downtown Disney, the Rainforest Cafe recently built this volcano, and it's kind of like a Vegas attraction, but it erupts and it looks pretty cool. I don't know that I'd make a special trip there for it, especially with the parking situation there now. All the front parking from Cirque du Soleil down to AMC is blocked off because they're building a new parking facility. But until then, it's going to be pretty hard to get into Downtown Disney in that area. So let's go visit the Lava Lounge, a new bar located at the Rainforest Cafe in Downtown Disney, and let's watch the volcano erupt.
How you doing, guys? My personal favorite drink at the Rainforest Cafe is the Mongoose Mai Tai, which is an ounce and a half of Cruzan coconut rum, half an ounce of creme d'almond, then it's mixed with pineapple juice, orange juice, and mixed together. That's a wrap. Top it with a half ounce of Myers dark rum, and there's your drink.
Yes, the Mongoose Mai Tai is delicious. And when you're close up on that volcano, you can really feel the heat. It's a great place to relax. Okay, now I don't want to bring the whole mood to be mushy, but something happened that really warmed my heart. A few months ago, I had a friend named Josette tell me about how her daughter with autism watched my Splash Mountain video. And because it was so detailed with the multi-angles and showing everything, her daughter was able to watch it and know what to expect, and she wrote it. And she otherwise would not have unless she watched this video over and over and over. Then separately from that, Kathy Kelly, a registered nurse, and her son Billy has autism, she told me that her son Billy watches the Haunted Mansion video over and over, and it takes away some anxiety that he has. And I started to feel guilty because I'm taking credit for something I never set out to do. You know, I set out to make better attraction videos, and I wanted to have the multi-angles, and I like to show the boarding and the unboarding of the vehicles because as a fan, that's what I want to see. But it turns out that there's this added benefit of helping children with autism know what to expect. So Kathy just had me on her podcast, specialmouse.com. And I love their slogan, the magic is for everyone. Her podcast should be out soon, and I'd love to know what you think. So if you watched the last show, you know that the Polynesian is my favorite hotel, and it's undergoing a lot of changes. Some are rumored, some look to be true. But if you go to the first floor of the Rapa Nui building, they're doing some testing on a new scheme for the hallways. New rugs, new wall sconces. Take a look and tell me what you think. I definitely think it's an improvement over the drab beige down the hallway. And thanks to TikiManPages.com, take a look at this drawing. It kind of shows the overwater bungalows being planned for that hill, the point in front of the Polynesian. If only I had the money to buy the Polynesian DVC when it's done, life would be complete. And now let's head on over to Universal Studios, Florida, where Springfield USA from The Simpsons officially opened. Now, I had seen some photos and videos, but when I visited in person, I was pretty impressed. Everything had that tongue-in-cheek humor, but what really shocked me most was the food. I know, who'd think that I would like the food? No, but seriously, I just thought The Simpsons, Krusty Burger, Lard Lad Donuts, it sounds kind of gross. But I spoke with their executive chef, Stephen Jason, and sampled some of the food. It was of incredible quality and worth a special trip there. Oh, and if you like orange creamsicles, you've got to try the Flaming Mo drink. It's got like bubbles coming out of it from dry ice. It's an incredible tasting drink. Then they have this ride, the Twirl and Hurl. Okay, not a big deal. It's a Dumbo Aladdin spinner, but it has an edge to it. If you listen to the alien, what he says is downright funny. And the sign before boarding says it all. Don't be frightened. We don't like the way frightened tastes.
Non-refundable! You're frightened your fellow humans. You know you want to. Avoid their puny defenses.
And I've got some more updates for you on the Halloween Horror Nights. I get anxiety just thinking about it because even though I love it, I'm scared of it. One of the new haunted houses coming is called La Llorona. I'm Italian, but I put like a Spanish spin on it. The legend is about this woman who drowned her children to be with the man she loves, but then he rejects her, and it just totally freaks her out. She kills herself, and when she gets to heaven, they tell her they can't let her in until she finds her children. So she's forever walking the earth like in a spirit form looking for her kids. Kinda creepy. But from everything I can tell, it's a really cool haunted house and very spooky. And another classy addition is the American Werewolf in London. I think it's pretty self-explanatory what that'll be, but I'm very excited about this year's lineup. I'd also like to re-mention the date, September 12th from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. at Splitsville in downtown Disney, the Attractions Magazine Blogger Bowl. For $25, you'll eat and drink to benefit Give Kids the World, and you can come and watch me bowl. Don't make fun of me, I am not good. Our guest today is Mr. Tony Caselnova. He's from the Disney Parks podcast and from a website called Disney by the Numbers. He'll tell you 6,000. That's the number of pretzels served by the kiosk in front of the Great Movie Ride every month. Or 150. The number of people that go through a turnstile every second. I'm just making these up, but I'm giving you examples. The secret phrase is California Grill. Krista Joy, his friend and mine, tells us that that's his favorite restaurant, and I'm hoping he'll say it. And last month's secret phrase winner, Beatrice Feeney, got the Vinylmation for Fruit Monsters. Thank you very much, Beatrice. And I'm also happy to report we've got our first sponsor.
MousePlanning.com is an independent travel agent specializing in Disney World vacations. Not just simply finding you the best prices and rebooking your vacation if a lower price is available prior to departure. They create concierge-level custom itineraries based on your party's preferences. Because of this truly personal level of service, they limit the amount of clients they can handle. Mention code word PANDA when contacting them to receive a special gift.
Like I said, I'm here with Tony Caselnova from Disney Parks Podcast and Disney by the Numbers. Hey, Tony.
Hey, John.
I know you for a while. I'm going to give you a hug because
All right,
that's
on.
That's the show thing to do. No, I'm kidding. I know Tony for a while. I can joke around. I'm obsessed with Disney by the Numbers because you made me test the app.
Oh, okay.
There is an iPhone app.
iPhone app.
It tells you you go to the park and you can...
Yep, you can. Right now, it's just Walt Disney World. We're going to add some other stuff.
Cool. Give me some fascinating numbers that you
Oh, my
do
God.
know.
I hate that.
Just one.
It's like 3,000 construction workers were needed to build Epcot.
Why are you asking me? You're the numbers guy. You're supposed to know. No.
And it was the largest construction project on Earth at the time.
Wow. To build Epcot.
To build Epcot.
I heard that Epcot cost $1 billion to build.
Yeah. I think that was probably underestimating the cost.
But now that would build maybe a land. Maybe. One land.
Yeah.
One pavilion.
We'll find out about Avatar.
I'm
There'll be
excited.
little paper huts.
I'm excited about Avatar, and a lot
You
of
think
people.
so?
I am.
Yeah?
Did you like the movie?
No.
Really?
Yeah, sorry. Is that on film?
No, it's okay. No, a lot of people didn't.
Yeah.
I was crying at the end. I was into the animals, and people would say to me, how does it fit into Animal Kingdom?
I think my problem with it is it's 3 hours long. He doesn't know how to make a 2-hour movie.
All his movies are 3
I
hours
know.
long.
I know.
You know what? In homage to him,
yeah.
we're going to make this a 3-hour long video.
Yay! Yeah, you!
The Disney Parks podcast.
Right.
I was on that. It was a great
Yeah.
show. It's show number 65 I was on.
Yeah, something like that, probably.
Okay.
I'm not good with numbers.
This is good. Who was your last guest on the podcast?
We just recently interviewed Margaret Carey, which will be airing probably shortly.
Okay, and for those who don't know, she is?
She is the reference model of Tinkerbell.
Oh, was she live with you in the studio?
No, I wish. Yeah,
Okay.
she worked with Mark Davis, and then she tells about meeting Walt.
Okay, so who is on the Disney Parks podcast with you?
Sid, who is Sarah Irene Donahue.
Love Sarah.
Yeah. And Krista Joy.
And Krista Joy is from DisneyWays.com.
Right.
Like hanging out with her, very nice person.
Yeah.
His meets are all fun and they usually involve some alcohol.
Yeah. Yeah, we are in the fall going to do a boat crawl.
Yeah, that's cool.
We had so much fun with the monorail crawl, we're going to do a boat crawl.
That's awesome.
And then for food and wine, we're talking about having like a little sip and stroll. We're calling it a food and stroll. So we're going to visit a couple of booths.
That's
at-
awesome.
at
We'll be
Food and
drunk
Wine.
by the third booth.
Yeah, probably.
This is good.
Or we'll be drunk by the first booth.
Okay, awesome. We'll definitely hit Italy. I've seen some of Tony's old pictures, like I showed you some old home movies, and it totally took me back. It was like, oh, that's my family, and it looks like an episode of The Sopranos. It does. Your dad. I
Yeah,
said,
my dad.
really looked a little bit, in the picture like Tony Soprano did.
Yeah.
Okay, so you just came back from California,
Yeah.
D23.
And my arms are tired. Is that joke old?
No, that's not. I was jealous the whole time you were there. You texted me a few times, thank you. You were asking me like, what if you want something? I didn't even know what was there. Give me and the people watching a highlight of what D23 was. Go through your days there if you can a little bit.
If I have to summarize what D23 is, it is Comic-Con for Disney fans. So imagine 70,000 Disney fans in one building with every division of Walt Disney being represented.
That's a lot of crazy.
That is a lot of crazy. Now,
Me one of them.
Friday and Saturday were sold out, and we were told that the capacity was 70,000. So that's the number I'm going with.
Were they not taking advantage, but were they selling a lot of things? Like they knew we have people here that will buy our merchandise?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, all right, so there's 3 stores in the expo. There's the Disney store, which is just a giant Disney store. I can't say giant. It was actually, I think it was smaller footprint this year than it was the previous year. Then there's another store called the Dream Store, and that's all Disney Expo stuff plus very exclusive signed things that you can't get anywhere else. And the killer store for me is Mickey's of Glendale, and that's the Imagineering store. So Mickey's of Glendale, if you don't know, is a store that only Imagineers can shop at on the studio.
But they let you shop it at D23.
But at D23, they bring all the merchandise to the expo for us to buy. And I dropped a ton of money. I do there every year.
How much? Give me the number.
Over $100.
Okay.
Which probably, wait, I take that back. That was $100 the first round. I think probably $100 the second round. Because I went back and got more.
I am no Mr. Moneybags, but when it comes to Disney, I've given my card over for over $1,000 that I don't have. I just charge it. I think about the consequences.
I think I should just send them my paycheck and just pull out my car payment and my mortgage.
Yeah. Well, kind of do that now with the annual pass, how they take it out.
That's true. Well, this is the guidebook. I'm going to give this to John. John can have it.
Yeah, you talk.
So this gives you day by day what every event is happening, your schedule. It's really better if you have it on your iPhone because you don't want to carry around this book. This is more of a souvenir.
You didn't give me anything, man. You got this on your iPhone. You didn't give up anything.
Well, they give this out, John. You have to be there to get it. And then it has all the sponsors and all the events and things like that.
This is great because I could see all that I've missed. The whole schedule is here. Look what you've missed.
Here, all the
No, it's a
stuff.
great book.
Yeah.
Thank you. I like this.
Yeah. I went there the first year, 2009, with an expectation. I had a list. I had my itinerary. I was going to see this. I saw nothing. Nothing. Well, I can't take. I take that back. I saw a few things.
What? Just tired? You didn't want to wait on the lines?
The lines were chaos. There was really no organization to the lines in 2009.
I heard
this
that.
year they've gotten a lot better. They are the master of the queue. Disney is the master of the queue. I mean, they had lines, and they were taking people in. You know, you waited, you knew where. Well, you kind of knew where to stand if you asked somebody. But it was more organized. And then for the stage shows, they didn't have. In 2009, they had all these little presentations. They got rid of all those. There were only really 3 venues. There was Stage 23, Stage 28, and the arena. So all the events were in these bigger places. So it wasn't like 300 people could see this. It was more like 2,000 people could see this.
Was there still a lot of standing around waiting?
There was still a ton of standing around waiting. For something like Richard Sherman and Alan Menken, they were lining up at 3 o'clock for a 6:30 show.
I have a confession. I watched the Alan Menken, Richard Sherman, and it sounded to me like sometimes they didn't know their own songs.
Yeah.
Did you get that, or was it just enough seeing them on stage that it was magical?
I saw Richard. I didn't see him at this expo, but I saw him at the Destination D event, and I kind of got that feeling too. Listen, he's an older guy.
Okay.
You know?
Right.
I think their memory kind of goes. And listen, if I wrote that many songs, I'd probably get them all mixed up.
It's a great, big, beautiful
it's
tomorrow.
A small world.
Yeah, I was like, no, that's not how it goes.
Yeah.
But yeah, no,
yeah. So I can see where they could mess that up. So this year, I went with the expectation. I lowered my expectation bar. I was going to see nothing. And if I saw something, hey, I saw something this time.
That's a great way to be.
So I saw 4 events this time, which was better than, I guess, the previous year.
Getting back to Disney Parks podcast, who was your favorite guest?
John.
Yeah. Give me some really guests that you really remember.
I really enjoyed the interview with Pat Carroll.
Pat Carroll. Now, do you remember what show that is, or how long ago was that?
That is not the last show that we did, but the show before that.
Okay,
So
Pat Carroll is the voice of Ursula from Little Mermaid. She's an elderly lady now. She's been around for a while.
She's in her 80s too.
Old comic actress. Have you ever pulled up like old game shows where she's on?
Yeah.
Okay, so if I wanted to see that, I go to DisneyParksPodcast.com.
Yep, and you'll see it right on the front page.
And also watch my show.
Yeah.
Listen to my show.
We asked her one question and she spoke for 20 minutes. Now, she was also at the expo. And I met her, went over to the booth, and I got a big bear hug from Pat Carroll.
That's awesome.
So if you go to my Facebook page, Tony Caselnova, there's a big, I think on the Disney Park podcast too.
That's awesome.
There's me getting a big bear hug from Pat Carroll.
You know, the character lives on forever, and the voice person doesn't. And a lot of times they have to change it.
Yeah.
And like now we have a voice for Mickey that's pretty good.
Yeah.
I like him.
Yeah.
But now we have
a very
this,
young guy.
The internet Mickey is a different voice than the Mickey in the. Yeah, I don't like it. If you ever get a chance, watch there's little snippet cartoons on YouTube that Disney's putting out.
Yeah. So speaking of Mickey, they're coming out with a new old Mickey cartoon. I think they're calling it Steamboat Willie Redo.
Stop.
Yeah. I can't say.
Why would they redo that?
I can't tell you anymore. I'm just telling you. Stay tuned. I think it's coming out this winter.
Are you a purist, or you're somebody that will?
They've used some of the old with some of the new, so they're blending the two.
All right.
We'll have to see.
All right.
They showed us at the expo.
Okay.
Most of the clip.
So who's coming up on Disney Parks podcast?
I think the one I'm looking forward to is this guy. I'd like to get inside his head. He wrote something called the Pixar Theory.
Oh! Okay, this is some serious stuff. Let's touch on this for a minute.
Okay, so this dude wrote this thing called the Pixar Theory, where he believes all the Pixar movies are one timeline.
Yes.
And Boo is traveling through the movies through doors to find Mike and Sully. That's the overarching theme of this guy's
And just
theory.
very quickly, if you think of Boo, they're saying that Boo is the witch in Brave.
Yeah.
Grown up. She travels through doors. There's a picture of Sully on her, somewhere carved in.
Yeah.
And she's making toys from Toy Story and stuff like Pizza Planet trucks.
Yeah.
It's a little scary to think about, but it does kind of tie in.
Yeah.
Or he could just be totally insane and make sense.
Well, I've read most of it. I got to go finish reading the rest of it before we interview him. We have the voice of the Tower of Terror.
Okay, it's a spooky, weird voice.
Yeah, Mark. I can't think of his last name off the top of my head. Yeah.
If you want like a co-host, or if Sid can't show up for some reason, call me.
We're also trying to get on Bill Farmer.
Yeah, voice of Goofy.
Yeah.
He's great. Okay, so do you have plans to go to the next D23 in 2015?
Yeah. Since Bob Iger made the announcement at the last one that there'll be a next one, this is my new plans. I'm buying the Sorcerer package.
Okay, what is the sorcerer package?
Okay.
And how much is it?
All right. The sorcerer package entitles you and guarantees you a seat in any event you want to go to. You just show up with your little sorcerer badge, and there's reserved seating in the first couple rows. In every event, they serve reserved seats. You get to go shopping in all the stores prior to it opening. The only problem is the price tag is $1,500 per person.
But you're only getting one exclusive. You can sit down at one event for sure. Once
No,
you've
all
used
the
that-
events. No,
Oh,
all
of
the
them.
events.
All right.
All the events. So
You got
every event
2
that you
years
want
to
to
save $1,500 for something you love is not
Yeah,
so bad.
yeah.
You could spend it on a hairstylist and save him money.
I might need one. So they'll actually open that up a year before. They'll actually collect all the money for that.
If I'm able to, I'll join you.
Yeah. And the other thing we decided is
I think you'd be like, well, great,
Yeah,
I'm
no,
all
come,
excited.
come.
He wasn't excited at all.
the more the bet. Well, you could be one of the 70,000.
No, not if we're on the sorcerer package. We're not.
Yeah, it's only like 300 or 400.
That's I can deal with
yeah.
that. Okay, you have not said the secret phrase.
Uh-oh.
Well, let's talk about food at Disney. Do you have any favorite restaurants? or
California
anything?
Grill. Is this a test?
Hold on.
All right.
That was it. That was the secret phrase. But I didn't even react to it. He said it so quick, so hold on. Ready?
That was the secret word!
He said it so quickly, I didn't even at first react to it.
Well, I'm excited because
I had to ask Krista, Krista Joy, my friend from DisneyWays.com. I said to her, what's a word that I could give him as a secret phrase? She's Mickey Mouse. I'm like, Krista, you got to pull a little.
I said Mickey Mouse a dozen times already.
Right. So then I said, so, we went into a restaurant. She's like, California Grill. So that was good,
Yeah.
Krista.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, you have to put that in the comments to be on for the prize for this week.
Yeah.
A month.
And I have some stuff for you. I have some pins, Disney by the Numbers pins you can give to your viewers.
That will be added to the Vinylmation for this month as a Disney by the Numbers pin. Awesome.
Thanks.
Well, I love being your friend. I thank you very
I
much.
love being your friend.
Thank you. I can't wait for the next meetup.
Yeah.
I hope we get some other people to come on the meetup, and the more the merrier.
Yeah.
And
It's growing.
it is. I hope I'm on the podcast again. When I was on the podcast, there was no show.
Right.
So eventually,
Yeah, now we have to have
when
that.
you're really desperate, get on that
We're never.
phone. You'd be like,
No, we are desperate.
John, the guy didn't show up. He's not come. The girl didn't show up. Come on the show.
Yeah.
And I'll be there. And I thank you very much, sir.
Thanks, John.
Thank you. So thank you for joining me on episode 2. There is so much going on in the next few months, I don't know how to keep up. But I can't wait for you to join me the end of next month so I can give you the highlights together. As always, please leave some comments. If you include the secret phrase, you will win the Vinylmation here. Somebody's going to win it. Might as well be you. And please send me all good comments and even criticisms to bigfatpandashow@gmail.com. And as I always say, adventure is out there. Go forth, create pandemonium, and above all, give out some great big warm panda hugs. Until next time, Panda out.